Today I'm going to share with you the one thing, the one mindset shift that I needed to give me extreme confidence, to allow me to walk into any room and dominate that room, to allow me to walk anywhere and have people look after my energy, okay? To be able to have every single relationship on my terms, to have an abundance of relationships, to sell millions of dollars in coaching services, okay? And this one thing that I'm gonna tell you was the last little thing that held one of my clients back from unlocking their permanent confidence. And I'm gonna walk you through that in this video. So listen, you gotta understand that confidence is an emotion. Emotions are volatile. Yes, you can get true confidence, true internal confidence, to where you're always having a really high baseline. But you also have to understand that it is still an emotion. Just like happiness, it is not something you actually want to focus on. And that's the funny thing, right? Because in these titles of these videos, all of that stuff, do I use the word confidence all the time? Yeah. Do I say, oh, become more confident? Yeah. All of that shit, right? Bye. Because that's what you want. But I give you what you need, not necessarily what you want, okay? So you want more confidence. You want better relationships. You want more money. You want to unlock your full potential because you know that a lack of confidence inhibits your potential. You literally don't have access to your full intelligence, to the big ideas that you would have if you saw yourself as a bigger person. You always got to be it before you can achieve it. And that's what I help you do. I help you make that shift so that you can actually tap into your full potential, whether that's in your social, dating, business, whatever life. Back to the point. Confidence is an emotion. So it goes up and down just like happiness. And happiness is a good thing to compare it with because some days you just wake up extra happy for no apparent reason. They have a saying, it's like you stepped out of bed with the right foot. I don't know if that's a saying in America, but it certainly is in the Netherlands, which is where I'm originally from. I haven't lived there in years though. And this saying shows you that, yeah, some days your emotions are going to be with you and some days they're going to be a little bit less there, right? So you have to understand that. With confidence, it's the same thing. Now, at the same time, this is the shift, the following thing. Instead of chasing confidence, right, you want to chase discomfort. Because what creates confidence? Confidence is essentially feeling comfortable. We can agree on that, yeah? We all know that we have a comfort zone. So becoming more confident essentially means that you increase the size of your comfort zone. Now, how do you increase the size of your comfort zone? By doing more things that you are uncomfortable with, because that's outside of your zone. And if you are still alive after you've done that, you just increased your confidence and comfort zone bubble, okay? You widened that motherfucker out. It's just like if you gotta understand your brain literally operates completely based off evolutionary psychology and how cavemen and tribes used to be. So in the tribe, right, like you would explore land, right? And what you had already explored and you have been there and now you're still alive, that creates the belief system that this is all safe area, right? But you're not necessarily going to go outside of that easily, okay? That gives you a lot of hesitation because it's outside of your comfort zone. It's outside of the safe zone. So you just want to think of it like that and you want to make your comfort zone so big so that you can also create a big life, okay? Because think of it like this, like with your money. If you're comfortable with, for example, spending 5K, then that's usually how much you're going to be able to make. If you're comfortable with just dropping 50 grand on something, obviously I'm not talking like, some dumb shit, but if you're dropping that kind of stuff on yourself, I can tell you from experience, when I first started my business, I had the tools that I needed to be successful, but there was a mental thing holding me back. And I ended up hiring this coach. And I never spent a significant amount of money on myself like that. And this fucking guy charged me 1,500 euros, okay? And he didn't know shit about my business model. He was just like a mental coach or something. And honestly, he didn't even help me that much. But it was that commitment of me putting that shit in that allowed me to, the month after I did that, or the same month basically, grow to like 3K a month. Now, mind you, I was an 18-year-old high school dropout who was sleeping on the couch of some girlfriend. Okay, it was literally like life-changing for me. The month after that, I got to like 4 or 5, and I moved out of the Netherlands and never looked back. Sorry guys, I have a little bit of a cough, but I wanted to get this video done for you. So there's gonna be some cuts in this video, even though I usually don't do that. Anyways, the principle there is that you showed yourself, you expanded what you can receive now, okay? Because you showed yourself that you're comfortable with that kind of stuff. Just like if you're talking to a pretty woman, we all know, and this is the best example of it. If you think that she's out of your league, there is absolutely no way that you're gonna be able to keep her. You might get her, right? If you can use some trickery or whatever, you could potentially get her, or maybe she's drunk, or maybe she's very desperate in that moment, whatever it may be. You could get her, but you're never gonna keep her, because you're gonna self-sabotage, because you cannot overcome your subconscious mind. You cannot do it, because it's 95% of what guides you and what directs all of your words, actions, sub-communication, tone, everything. You cannot fake that. The only way to do it is to change what is inside. But let's bring it back to the mindset shift that I was talking to you about, which is, if you start thinking of it like this: if I want more confidence, I just need to change discomfort. So anytime I feel or kind of have that perspective like, oh, this would be uncomfortable, then I go right into it and do that, okay? Because I get excited when I feel uncomfortable. I get excited when I see or feel discomfort. When I walk into the boxing gym and I'm like, oh, that motherfucker is dangerous, okay? Not too long ago, I was in Mexico, sparring literally the number 25 in the world, okay? He was one weight class below me, which to be fair makes it easier on me, but still, I knew this motherfucker gonna be tough, okay? So I was like, I'm sparring you, buddy. And I said to the coach, I am sparring that guy. And so it was kind of weird because I haven't made my professional debut yet as a boxer, but I actually crushed it against him. I would say it was pretty even. But anyway, the point is, I get excited when I feel discomfort. I get excited when I meet someone that makes me slightly uncomfortable, whatever. And it's that mindset that actually also, by the same token, makes me way more confident. Because now, when I feel that discomfort, when I feel uncomfortable, whatever, I don't get the feeling like, oh shit, I'm not really that confident as I thought I was, bloody fuck about. No, I get excited. I'm like, oh shit. So we're gonna get more confident. We're gonna expand that motherfucking comfort zone. Okay? There's gonna be growth. There's gonna be new things. There's gonna be room to grow. So if you make that shift, a couple things are gonna happen. Number one, you're gonna actually chase the discomfort, and that's gonna make you more comfortable. But number two, that mindset shift creates it to where you don't have an attachment to an emotion, right? Because you're looking for the opposite. So you're looking for the discomfort, like you're looking for feeling uncomfortable. You want to make yourself feel uncomfortable, which creates a detachment to feeling confident. Because we all know that when you are attached to something, you can never keep it, okay? It always slips out of your hands. Whenever you are attached, the price of being needy, the price of being attached to something is your inability to ever have it, okay? And the reason for that is because energetically, you cannot have something that you're attached to. That's why I always say, all of this nonsense that people scream about, oh, my soulmate is my different half or my other half. It was very funny because I was at an event with a friend of mine. Yes, an actual friend. That is a woman. That is possible, guys. And she's wildly successful. And she took me to this thing because her company had reached all of these awards, and she wanted to take someone because, I don't know, honestly, she just wanted to take someone, and she said like, hey, you're always fun around in any environment, so I want to take you. So I went there, and then this fucking guy was like, oh, how is your other half or something like that. Anyways, it doesn't have to do much with this video, but the point is, the other half thing, that cannot be true. Like, how can you be my other half? Or like, how can you be half of me? How can I be incomplete without you? That means that I have an attachment to you, okay? Now, okay, maybe people throw this term around, in a romantic sense, and they don't necessarily feel like that, but I just have never really accepted that fact. I always thought of it as I am complete and completely whole, etc. And you are, right? At least that's the type of woman that I look for, not some insecure, damaged, fatherless girl. And then we come together and it's going to become even better. And I think that's what you should be looking for, but that's up to you. Let's stay at the topic. So with this mindset, you're continuously going to be expanding. Use discomfort as your compass for success instead of your compass for what not to do and for retrieval and for holding back. Because that's what most people do. Most people, when they feel a little bit of discomfort, they're going to be like holding back. They're going to be like stepping back. They're going to be like, oh, I don't want that. But I'll give you an example of just an event that happened a couple days ago. Most people, when any uncomfortable thing happens at all, when there is need for a confrontational moment or whatever it may be, for yourself or for protecting someone else or for standing up for what's right, which I highly believe in, that you should do that for anyone, even for a stranger, okay? Most people just don't do it because they feel that discomfort. That is exactly what I'm looking for. Because my priority is my personal growth, not fucking feeling safe and comfortable like a little bitch, okay? And if you do that as a full-grown man, there's something seriously wrong with you. And you need to change that ASAP. And if you want to change that and you want to fucking develop this unshakable confidence, where literally that is the biggest gift I can give anyone. I've worked on it for myself for years, is this confidence you take with you the rest of your life, right? For the rest of your life, if you change your mindset like that, if you change your levels of confidence and you get access to your potential, and you start seeing yourself and perceiving yourself as a bigger person, and there's much more to it, this is like an iceberg, right? Then everything in your life starts to fall in place. You start having different ideas. This is what people don't get. You think that maybe it's only about action, right? And you're just gonna like take action. But you don't understand that action comes from your thoughts and your ideas about what to fucking do. Business and success in life is all about decisions, right? Decisions of what to say, decisions of to go say hi to that girl or not, etc., etc. And where do those decisions come from? It's from who you are, right? And that's what I help you shift. I help you shift who you are at a deep core identity level. And that we optimize and we create a workable identity for the goals and the things that you truly want in life. And that will allow your decisions to line up with what they need to be to get to that desired reality. Because the biggest fucking mistake that everybody makes in whatever they're trying to achieve is attacking their goals, their new conscious goals, as their current self, as the current version of themselves. That no fucking work. Why? Because you're fighting yourself. You are not capable of doing that. You have to change who you are. And that new version of yourself is going to be able to achieve those things because you need to re-engineer who this is. Who is that guy that can just walk into a room and just see a 10 and just walk up to her with full confidence and charisma, be himself completely. And then if she likes him and he likes her, make something happen. Or that guy that can wake up every single morning, do his routine, do the actions. I've been sitting there shooting videos for hours, okay? And not just that, actually thinking about the videos, actually looking at what can I do to reach people, to bring this message across so that they're actually gonna be impacted and they're gonna see it and want it, sell them what they want, and then give them what they need, truly, okay? Because that is ultimately what my mission is. And so anyways, executing on those. So who is that person that can do that? What do they believe? What's their identity? What are their value structures, right? What are their habits? But that even habits trickles down from the identity. The identity is the all-encompassing factor here. So that's what we work on, and that's what we dive into most. But once again, there's many different frames of mind that you can install. There's many different workable belief systems. There's many different perspectives and how you can perceive reality. And so the perceiving reality of today and the place of being that I want to install into you in this video is to come from a place daily where you are looking to get discomfort. You're looking for it. You're looking for that shit. And therefore, you become way more confident. But not only that, you also become way more fucking successful. Because everything that is comfortable for you will create and keep the exact life, or worse, that you currently have. You can never do things that are comfortable, and then how the fuck would that work? You do the same shit that you've always done, you stay in the same comfort zone, and then all of a sudden you become really successful and you get a completely different life. No, it just doesn't work like that. And that's why, like, sometimes when people are thinking of, for example, joining up into a coaching program or making a big decision or investment in themselves, whatever, usually the big thought is, well, listen, I usually really think about things. I usually think, fucking take a month to do it or whatever, this, that. I usually do this. I usually do that. I usually do this. I'm like, listen, is that not the exact reason that you are where you are? Because you usually do that? What kind of a fucking coach would I be if I let you, on our first interaction together, continue the exact pattern that has kept you stuck in the same situation for years, that has cost you millions, that has cost you emotional unhappiness, that has cost you all these fucking rejections in your social life by friends who use you, abuse you, don't value you, by women who kick you to the fucking curb. Meanwhile, they're going out with guys like me and they're literally leaving you on red and using you for whatever, an emotional rebound or whatever the fuck it may be. How the fuck is that acceptable? You're a full-grown man. You need to make that change now. And that means doing shit that you haven't done before. Get it? I'll see you in the fucking next one. Shit gets me riled the fuck up.